So that was the big parties. Now we've got 3 outsiders as well. There's probably more, but I really couldn't be asked doing any more of this. I don't get paid for this. Right, first up we have Piratpartiet, the Pirate Party.
Hooray!
Hooray! Hooray! Now, who are the ones who shouted can tell me what the leader is called?
Kevin!
He's called Kevin, yes. He would be if he was here tonight. Thanks, Kevin. He's actually called Richard Falkvinger, which is an amazingly cool name. Richard Falkenwing! And then you see him and he just... Now, I'm sorry, if you're the leader of the Pirate Party, you should look like Captain Jack Sparrow. And I think they would probably do better if they did. Then, next up we have Feminist Initiative, is that right? Yes. Gudrun Schyman. She recently burnt 100,000 crowns to show people about the difference in wages between men and women. And I think all it just shows is that you're a bit silly, because that doesn't show anything of the sort. And then last, but very not least, is the Sverigedemokraterna, which is my personal favourite. This is Jimmy Åkesson, the leader. Now, he looks a little bit special. Yeah. You get the feeling if he wasn't running a party, he'd be licking the windows of the Sunshine Bus. Now, I was really positive towards them, because their whole thing was about getting rid of foreigners from Sweden. But then I realised that they weren't including Swedes, and I was thinking, what are they doing? There's loads of them here. They're fucking everywhere. Like 80% of the company I work for, they're all Swedes. And they're there with their fucking Swedish in the meeting. Yeah, trying to talk about business. Chicken in the basket. Just fucking not on. Anyway, that's the end of my, not my set, so don't get too excited. I've got a couple more things to say. That's the end of my election guide for this year. Back over to that to remember what else I was going to say, because I sneakily wrote it down. Anyway, one of my big problems with modern society is that, apart from shit politics, is that young people today, because I'm an old bastard, young people today seem to think that you can sort everything out by joining a Facebook group. It's like, all I have to do, click, oh, that's alright, I've sorted that. Domestic violence is really bad. It's like, no shit. I tell you what, I'm so angry about that, I'm going to join a Facebook group. I'll show them. But on the subject of modern things being, I was, you know, every now and then you just sort of, because I think I'm fairly hip. Yeah, right. But I think I'm fairly in touch with young people. I don't touch... No, wait, that sounded wrong. Just like that, I don't touch young people. In touch with you... Right. Thanks! No, I like to think that I'm up to date, and then, but every now and then you just you realise that you're so out of touch. And I was having a conversation with my wife, and she was telling me about something that happened at work. She's a nurse, and she had been phoned up by a young bloke. And he had said that he had, and I have to use a tiny bit of Swedish, sorry Pete, he'd had problems with his, what she thought was pungan, which is his ball sack, I think is the medical term for it. But he had actually said tungan, his tongue. Now, when he turned up, because they booked a time, when he turned up and my wife walked into the room wearing rubber gloves, going, take your trousers off. Well, firstly, he probably thought, hey, I'm in here. But no, apparently not. Anyway, after the poor lad ran screaming from the book, she explained to it, and I said, well, you know, what, didn't it sound like isn't it odd to have someone saying I've got problems with my balls? And apparently not, because, and this is the bit that got me like, Because she said, a lot of young men shave their bollocks. And I was like, shave? Actually, I'll give them a... Yeah. I'm sorry, but whoever... Did I miss that meeting? Actually, we want all lads to shave their bollocks, otherwise... Is it like, who first thought of it? It's like, no, these are too beautiful to be covered up by. I shall free these from their pursuit, captivity. Be free, boys! That's enough for me, I think. It's bollocks. Nice. Thank you, James.